Welcome to Superstar Craft. Today I'm going to be sharing my Tiki Hut tutorial, which is this building right here. This was a Tiki Hut I built in my Pirates Let's Play for my potion brewing, and today I'm going to be sharing the tutorial with you. Today we're just going to focus on the exterior, which is just the building, and the interior as well. I will be doing a separate tutorial on the palm trees as well as the boat over here. I have two other boats that I'd like to share, so I'm going to put those three boats in the same tutorial video. Now in my Let's Play series, I have this Tiki Hut in the middle of the ocean that looks like this. But you can also put it like this, where it's half on land, half in the water. You can also do it fully on land. You could skip the base of the Tiki Hut if you'd like and just have the actual building on some sand with a bunch of other buildings. But I'm going to be showing this full thing. And to make that a little bit easier, so we don't have any background distractions, I'm going to be doing that in a creative flat world. So let's head over there. Okay, here we are in my creative flat world. You can't see any of my other buildings because I have moved far away, so there's nothing in the background. So let's get started with the base of the Tiki Hut. The materials will be listed in the description of the video, so that's, down below. The first thing I'm going to do is start with the base of the Tiki Hut. So I'm going to take 2 temporary blocks, and I'm going to have 3 spaces in between those 2 temporary blocks. Then I'm going to take spruce logs, and we're going to place 4 spruce logs on top of the temporary blocks. On top of the spruce logs, we're going to place mud brick walls on top of each one. And I'm going to grab a lantern and place it on top of the mud walls. Now I'm grabbing stripped spruce log, and this is the log I'm going to use to create the circle platform. So we're going to come around to the side here, and on the 3rd block from the top, so 1, 2, 3, right here, we're going to place a sideways spruce log. And we're going to place 3. Then you can grab your temporary block, place it behind this spruce log. And we're going to place 2. We're going to grab temporary block again behind this spruce log. Then we're going to go out 1. So it will look like this. So we have 3, 2, 1. And we're going to come around to this side and do the same exact thing. So 1, 2, 3, temporary, 1, 2, temporary, 1. So you should have the top of your circle. Now we're going to start bending it a little bit more, and it's just going to be the same 3-2 design going this way. So we're going to place a temporary block here in front of the 1 strip spruce log, and now we're going to start to turn. We're going to go 1, 2. Temporary in front of that one, 1, 2, 3, and temporary here. And right here, we're not going to have an opening like we do right over here, because this is the front and this is just going to be the side. It's going to be closed off, but we're going to have the same spacing. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a temporary block, come behind here in the inner circle, and 1, 2, 3, temporary block, 1, 2, temporary block, 1. So that's our other half of our circle. Now we can remove these temporary blocks. And I'm just going to continue on from this line here. So we're going to take a temporary block in front of the single block and go over 2. In front, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to work our way in to curve. With 3, 2, and 1. So now you can see we are almost done with our circle. We're just going to do this last bit and it will meet up right over there. So we're going on the outside of the single spruce, going 1, 2, outside again, 1, 2, 3, outside again, with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to work in so it curves to match up with this one. So put 1 in, 1, 2, 3, in, 1, 2. And it meets. So your circle will look like this with only 1 entrance. Now you can go ahead and remove all the temporary blocks. We're going to be filling in the circle next. You can also remove these temporary blocks, they're not necessary. Now the inside of the circle is going to be filled with mud and muddy mangrove roots. as well as coarse dirt. And I'm going to be putting the coarse dirt in a scattered pattern where you think you would be walking mostly when you go into this building. So it's going to be from the entrance here into the building. And then eventually on this side is where I have a very small little boat dock. And it's not really a boat dock. It's just where a boat can pull up and unload its goods, which for this tiki hut, it was nether wart because this was my potion brewing tiki hut. But to make things easier, you could fill this in completely with mud and then add in the muddy mangrove roots and the coarse dirt where you feel like it's necessary. So for this part, I'm just going to show an overhead shot using free cam of me placing it in here. And if you want to follow the exact blocks, I'll leave it at its normal speed so you could follow it, or you could pause it and recreate it. So this is the pattern that I have used for the bottom of the platform. It looks a little bit hectic and chaotic, but here's the entrance, which you will be walking into the middle of the building. So there's more coarse dirt here in the middle, as well as going off to this side over here where we will have the boat dock. The last thing for this platform is just to add fences on all of the stripped spruce logs. It's like this, just right on top. Not all of them will be connected. Like here, you will have a little bit of gap, which is totally fine. When you get to this side here, you're just going to add 2 fences. And then for these 3 here, it's going to be mud brick walls. And the one in the middle will be a spruce trapdoor with another spruce trapdoor hanging off the edge. And this will be your little boat ramp going to the boat that's going to be hanging out on the side, dropping off your goods for the Tiki Hut. We're going to put spruce fences on top of the mud brick walls. And then we're just going to continue on with the fences on top of the strip spruce. One last thing is we're going to take our spruce wood and put 2 out like this. And then we're going to take a spruce slab, place 2 on the bottom, and then we're going to put a trap door like this. So that will be your walkway down to wherever this ends up leading. For me, it was onto a pathway that led to a bunch of other floating buildings in the ocean. So now it's time to move to the top of the platform, and we'll be working on the first floor of the Tiki Hut. First thing we want to do is we want to cover up these glowstones. So we're going to put gray carpet on top of all of the glowstones. And that's just a carpet that kind of matches the color of the mud brick. So it'll kind of blend in once everything else gets built up around it. Now that those are covered, let's start on the actual build. We're going to take stripped dark oak log and we're going to place 1 right in front of that gray carpet. This first block will be the same on both sides. But if you look over here on the side of your circle, the row of 3 spruce logs, it's going to be the one right in the middle. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away from that log. So that's going to be the same on this side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away right here. And so in between these 2 dark oak logs, you should have 9 empty spaces. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now for the back side. We're going to move on over here. It will also be 9 blocks in between with a dark oak log. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's correct. Okay, and same back here. It's going to be 9 empty spaces. And on the 10th one, we want it like that. So for these back ones, just to give another visual, it will be on by these 2 spruce logs, and it's going to be 3 over, and it will be on the 4th one. So same over here, matches up the 2 spruce logs, 1, 2, 3 blocks, and it's on the 4th one. And all of these dark oak logs will be 5 blocks tall, so we just need to add 4 more to each one. That was only 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So now they are all 5 high. Now I'm going to start working on the walls, and we're going to grab mud bricks, and we're just going to inset it by 1. So diagonal mud brick. And for this front wall, we're going to have the entrance in. So it's just going to be 2 mud bricks on either side. And this will be our entrance in. Same over here. It's just going to be 2 mud bricks. This one was already placed, so we're just adding 1 more because this will be an exit to the boat dock. So over here, just 2. This back wall will be all mud bricks. And same with this side wall, all mud bricks. So it should look like this now. For the walls, it's going to be a mixture of brown mushroom block and packed mud. Let's start with the front wall first. We're going to go packed mud, brown mushroom, packed mud, brown mushroom. Then we're going brown mushroom, brown mushroom, brown mushroom, packed mud. Then we're going to go brown mushroom, brown mushroom. We're going to bring in the brown mushroom one more time. Over here, we're going to do packed mud, bring in with brown mushroom, and this side will be brown mushroom as well. So we're going to create like a little arch right here to the front entrance. For the top, we're going to do all brown mushrooms, but we're not going to do this corner. So we're just going to go all the way across like this. There's one more thing that I did, which you have to use a brown mushroom to do this. So make sure you have a silk touch axe because you will be removing this. When you put a mushroom next to another mushroom block and you break it, you get this texture, and that's what we want here. So we're just going to do that all along the edge like that. So now we have a little bit more texture on the inside of this wall. Let's come around to this side and we're going to do this same exact thing. I'm going to go 2 mushrooms here on this side, packed mud, mushroom, and mushroom. Here we're going to go packed mud, mushroom, and we're going to do the same exact arch we did here that leads to the boat dock. So mushroom, mushroom going in, and then just mushrooms all the way across. Oh, forgot this one. And we're going to leave the corners empty again. Now to create that texture of the mushrooms again, we're just going to put mushrooms. Okay, let's come around to the back side. This is going to be a full wall. It's not going to be an arch. This first layer will be 3 mushrooms with 1 packed mud and then 4 mushrooms. Next layer, mushroom, packed mud, 4 mushrooms, 2 packed mud. Next, we're doing 4 mushrooms, a packed mud, a mushroom, a packed mud, and a mushroom. For the last layer, we are again skipping the corners and we're just going to do all mushrooms on top. Skip the corners. Now we're going to come around to this last wall. We're going to do all mushrooms except for this last one, packed mud. For this one, we're going mushroom, packed mud, mushroom, packed mud, and the rest will be brown mushroom. Then we're going packed mud, mushroom, packed mud, mushroom. And for the top, all mushrooms, skipping the corners. Okay, now we have all 4 walls in. Let's start doing some extra designs on the walls. You want to grab your dark oak trapdoors and your dark oak stairs. And we're going to work on these columns. So on the second from the top, you're going to put a trapdoor with an upside down stair. We're going to do that on the outer sides, not the inner ones. But we're going to do it on all 4 dark oak logs. Now switching over to spruce, we're going to take our spruce trapdoors and we're going to work on the inside of these dark oak logs. So we're going to put this trapdoor on the second block from the bottom. So 1, 2, put it here. Above that trapdoor, we're going to put upside down stairs with 2 planks. On this top plank, we're going to go out 2. So it will look like this. And we're going to put an upside down stair right here. So it's upside down stair, plank, 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 upside down stair, and another plank. Now we're just going to do that on this side as well. Trapdoor, upside down stairs, 2 planks. Here will just be 1 plank, upside down stair, go over 1 more, 1 plank. And it now should look like this. We are going to do that on this side as well. Okay, so that side should look exactly like the front. And when we come around to the back, we're doing the same exact thing. So we're making it easy. Trapdoor, upside down stairs, 2 planks, 1 plank, upside down stair, 1 plank. Same over here. Trapdoor, upside down stair, 2 planks, 1 plank, upside down stair, 1 plank. And for our last side, we're doing the same thing. Okay, we are done with our spruce. Let's swing around to the front again. We're going to grab our dark oak stripped logs, and on this single plank, we're going to go out 2. Then we're going to grab our oak slabs, and this will be a top slab. And we're just going to go 9 total, 3 all the way till it meets the end of this dark oak stripped log. And then for the sides, against this stripped log, we're going to go plank and plank till it meets the upside down dark oak stair. And we'll do the same on this side. So it'll look like this. After that, we're going to take our spruce trapdoors. We're going to put it against the slabs, as well as against the dark oak, all the way across the slabs, against this dark oak, and against these 2 slabs. Just like that. Now this is going to be the same design on that back wall and this side wall. But on this side wall towards the boat dock, we're going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to save this wall for last. We're just going to work our way this way this time around. So we're going to take our 2 dark oak stripped logs against the single spruce plank, fill in between with oak slabs, and just 2 oak planks between the stripped dark oak log and the dark oak stair. Take your spruce trapdoor and line it around everything we just put down. And we'll do the same on this back side. 2, 2. Okay, coming around to the side that goes to the boat dock, we're going to put the 2 oak logs with the oak slabs in between, and the oak slabs over here as well. Our spruce trapdoors we're going to place on the 2 oaks on either side, but we will not be doing that for the middle. For the middle, we're going to do more of an awning, so when people are unloading their goods, they have a little bit of shade. So for the awning, we're going to use chains, and we're going to grab some bamboo slabs, the Mosaic slab, and the regular bamboo slab, as well as the trapdoors and some bamboo signs, and grab a lantern. We're going to start with the chains. The chains are going to go on top of the fences that are on top of the mud bricks, and on top of the chains, we're going to do the regular bamboo slabs with a mosaic in the middle. And then this is where you could put your signs. For this next part, you want to take your temporary block and place it behind the 2 regular bamboo slabs. Then you're going to take your trapdoor and place it on the sides of the temporary blocks. Then you can break those temporary blocks. And we're going to place slabs on the top half of the trapdoors. Regular bamboo slab, Mosaic bamboo slab, and the regular one. Then we're going to take our trapdoors and place it all the way across the top. Place your blocks against the trapdoors so they level up again. And it's going to be the same, the 2 bamboo slabs on the edges, the mosaic in the middle. And then when you come around to this side, mosaic in the middle, you could place it right against the oak slabs and the 2 bamboo on the edges. Okay, swinging around to the sides again, we're just going to add trapdoors hanging off the edge that's right in front of the dark oak log. Then we'll take our lantern and we'll place it right in the middle. So there's our awning for the boat dock. Let's come down here so we can put in stairs that will go up to the top. For the stairs, we only need 3 blocks: mud brick stairs, spruce signs, and jungle stairs. So we're going to start with our mud brick stairs, and we're going to do it along this wall here. So we're going to go over 1, 2 blocks, and right on this coarse dirt, we're going to put our first mud brick, and then we're just going to go up all the way to the top. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mud brick stairs. And under these stairs, facing towards you, we're going to do upside down stairs right under the mud bricks. So there will be 4 jungle stairs. Then we're going to take our spruce signs and we're going to place it against the mud brick stairs, but only 4. That's not a stair. We're not going to do this top one because the flooring will get in the way of that. So we're just going to do the first 4 mud brick stairs. And those will be your stairs to go up to the second floor. So now we're just going to finish the flooring, and then we'll move on to the second floor and the roof of the tiki hut. So you're only going to need 2 blocks for this flooring. It's going to be oak slabs. And then you want to grab your mushroom block again so we can create this type of flooring on this outer edge. So let's do that first. So everywhere that you have a mushroom block showing up here, put your mushroom on top and knock it down. Just so we can get this top beige color. And it should look like this. Let me get a little bit more of an overhead view so you can see the pattern of the floor. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill in these gaps right here. These 4 gaps that we've left since putting up the walls. We're going to fill it in with oak slabs. And this whole middle part we're also going to fill in with oak slabs. So let's do the corners first. Now we are going to create a little bit of an open space for the stairs, so we don't want to cover that completely. So you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more on this side. So you'll have 4 open spaces that you could actually walk down the stairs and get up to the second floor. Okay, now the rest. All of this here you could fill with top oak slabs. Okay, that is the first story of the tiki hut. Let's move on to the top half. First thing we want to do is grab our stripped dark oak logs. And when you're looking down at the flooring, you can see right here and right here where we have the 2 dark oak logs. We're going to add 5 on top. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, and we're going to do that on all sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here as well. So right behind the spruce trapdoor on this first dark oak strip log, we're going to add 5. And the last set. And at the very top of all of the pillars that we just added in, we're going to take a sideways log now and go out by 2 on all of them. So now they should look like upside down L's. And in the middle, we're going to come to the middle of the building. Behind them, we're just going to put 1 behind every single one. And then those ones are going to connect in the middle with 3 stripped dark oak logs. So this is what you should have now. Next, we're going to go down here, and on this oak slab that we have on the corners in between the mushroom block, we're going to take that all the way up 5 blocks, every single corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here, 5. And on this oak one in the corner as well. And now we just need to connect these pillars with these over here all the way around. So it's just going to be done diagonally. So you could take a dirt block like that, Take a dirt block and go like that. We're going to do that on all the sides. So we'll do that again. Outline of the top of the second floor should now look like this. Okay, we're going to get back down to the floor right in front of this dark oak log that we have. We have the 2 dark oak upside down stairs. Right on top, we're just going to place spruce trapdoors, and we're going to do that on every side. So right on top of the upside down stairs. So now the trapdoors will make a continuous circle all along the edge. Okay, now we're going to move on to putting in the walls of this second floor, and then we'll move up to the roof. For the walls, we're going to need mangrove roots and jungle trapdoor. So let's start at the front where we have the lanterns. If we're looking out, let's start on the left-hand side. So we're going to put mangrove roots right behind this dark oak log, and we're going to go diagonal to that. So it's diagonal to this dark oak log. We're going to put one here and then one behind here. Just do that on all the sides. So one behind the pillar, one diagonal. So it's diagonal to this middle one. Again, diagonal to the middle one and behind this pillar. Oops. Take your jungle trapdoors. And we're going to start with the ones closest to the stairs. You're going to put your jungle trapdoor laying down on top of the mangrove roots. Shift and hold so you can lay 2 more. So it's going to be a total of 3 trapdoors, and then you can open them and it creates a wall. We're going to come over to this one and do the same. So they will open like this. Then you're going to swing around to the front of the building. And we're going to lay down trapdoor. We're going to do 4 of them. Open them up. And then just remove this bottom one. And that creates your wall. So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Swing around this side. 1, 2, 3. Open them up. And then come out to the outside to do the inner ones by this middle dark oak log. And that way we're going to do 4. And remove the bottom one. And that's your wall for the Tiki Hut. Now we're going to do that on the other 3 sides. And then we'll turn around, go out to the front of the Tiki Hut. Last time, come around to the front, add 4. And remove the bottom 4th one. And there you have the walls to your Tiki Hut. Next, you want to grab some spruce fences. We're going to take our spruce fences and we're just going to go all the way from the top to the bottom. And we're going to go all the way across here. Just like that. So you still will be able to see the outside, but it's not going to be nice and super open and airy like this one. We have the second floor completed. Let's pull up and we'll move on to the roof. For this next part, we just need spruce trapdoors and dark oak fence gates. Let's start on the sides where we put the spruce fences. So right in front of the spruce fences, you can stand on the dark oak log and just put a row of trapdoors right in front. Take your dark oak fence gate, open it like this. on both sides. Do the same exact thing on this side in front of the fences. Spruce Trapdoor right in front with your dark oak fence gate opened in front of that. So we have 2 fence gates, 3 spruce trapdoors right in front of the 3 fences. We'll move on to the sides where we don't have the fences. We're still going to use spruce trapdoors and dark oak fence gates. But this time, where the fences were on this north and south side, we're going to do a line of spruce trapdoors. And then you want to come around to the front here. You want to take your next row of spruce trapdoors and face them the other way. And then your dark oak fences will go in the same spot. Okay, we'll do that to this side. Spruce trapdoors in a line. Swing around to the front. Like that. Dark oak fence gates on the edge opened. Here's an overhead view. We're going to continue on with our spruce trapdoors, and we're going to do all along the edges. So we're going to come down here and we're going to do 2 all along. And 1 right there. So we'll go 2, 2. This would be considered 2. This would be considered 2. This is 2. This is 2. Let's show it in a different pattern. So 1 here, 1 here. We'll go 1 here and 1 here. So it's 4 right along the edge. And we're just going to do another row. So there, 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 and there. And we're going to keep doing it on these last 2 sides. Like that. Last side. We're going to start working on the roof now. We're still going to need the spruce trapdoors, but next you want to grab all the rest of your bamboo wood. Planks, stairs, full blocks, and trapdoors. I'm going to start here in the front of the Tiki Hut. We're going to take our spruce trapdoors and we're going to lay 3 on top, right on top of the dark oak gates. But then you want to place a temporary block in the middle so you can place that last spruce trapdoor right there. Where we have this row of spruce trapdoors, we're going to place 1 and 1. Oh my gosh. Then we're going to take the mosaic bamboo slab and place it on top of these trapdoors right in the middle. And right here where we have the top of the dark oak stripped log, place 1 there and 1 over on top of that trapdoor. Same on this side. 1 on top of the log, 1 on top of the trapdoor. So your side should look like this now. Okay, take your spruce trapdoor and where we put the single one next to the row of 3 mosaic bamboos, you're going to place it on the bottom part of the mosaic slab. So we don't want it against this trapdoor. We want it against the bottom of the slab. So it's on the same level of this trapdoor. So you could see there's a little lip from the trapdoor and 1 up, same exact level as this one. Grab your mosaic slab again and diagonal to the 2. We're going to place 1 here, same on this side, 1 here. And we're just going to place them on top of the trapdoors diagonally till you get to this log again and place 1. Let's go this side. So top of the trapdoors diagonally, and then when you get to this log, place another one. Grab your trapdoors, and again, not on this trapdoor, but against the actual mosaic slab. Place your trapdoors like this. And again, when you get right here, you're going to place 1. Mosaic slab on top of these trapdoors. The trapdoors against the mosaic slabs on top of the fence gates. Trapdoor next to the mosaic slab. And then just continue the pattern that we did over here and work it all the way around. So mosaic slab on top of the dark oak log, 1 next to it. Go diagonal on top of these trapdoors. And on this dark oak log, go diagonal. Mosaic slab here. Mosaic slab, mosaic slab. I keep pulling up higher and higher. Mosaic slabs on these trapdoors. and again on the oak log on these trapdoors as well. Okay, so let me overhead view of the mosaic slabs. Let's add in the last trapdoors right here, all along the slabs. All the way around. Doesn't matter which way they're facing, unless you are OCD and you have a really big preference on that. And I forgot there. So here is the overhead view of the start of the roof. Starting from the front of the building again, we're going to go up a half a step. So right behind these mosaic slabs, you have the spruce trapdoors. We're going to go right behind that to the dark oak log, and we're going to place 5 planks. So it's going to match up with this slab here on either side and all in the middle, 3 in the middle. We're going to do that on each side. So right on top of all of the dark oak, place planks. Okay, and then in front of the planks, where we have the fences on the sides, the north and south, and we have the trapdoors on the east and west, on the top half of the slab, just put half slabs right in front. So you can see it goes mosaic. It goes up half a slab with regular bamboo. And on the sides of these planks, you're also going to put a half slab right on top. So side, front, and side. Again over here, side, front, and side. Last one. Grab your bamboo planks again, where we have these 3 dark oak strip logs right in the middle. Put a plank on top of each one with a half slab in front, and do that for the other 3 as well. So bamboo planks, slab in front. Last one. 3 bamboo planks, 2 slabs in front. Now we're going to grab bamboo stairs and we're going to go in the middle of the room here. You could probably still be standing up here if you're in survival. Right in the corners here against the bamboo planks, put an upside down stairs. So do that here, here, and this is just giving us a little bit of shape for when you're in the inside of the tiki hut. That's our next layer. We're going to go up another one. Starting from the front of the tiki hut again, take your mosaic slab, and on top of where we had the planks, so it goes 3 mosaic slabs, 3 bamboo slabs, these 5 were planks. On top of those planks, we're going to put 5 bamboo mosaic slabs. Okay, we're going to do that to all the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do that to those 2 as well. And then to connect these 2, we're just going to add 3 going diagonal. So right on top of the planks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And diagonal to connect. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so right above these 3 half slabs on top of the planks. 5. There's 2, 3, 5. And then diagonal. And then we just have to connect diagonally with mosaic slabs there. Again, starting from the front, we're going to work on the row right behind the mosaic slabs that we just put down. We're going to grab a bamboo plank and we're going to go right in the middle of all of these. So right here, if we turn around from the inside, you can see the upside down stairs we placed. Against this middle mosaic slab, place a plank. So it's going to stick up when you come around here. It's going to stick up half a slab. We're going to take our bamboo stairs, come up here and place them facing you, just like that. Take your regular slab and place it against the mosaic slab next to your stairs. Okay, so it's just going to be this exact thing on the other 3 sides. So come around to the inside of the tiki hut against this middle mosaic slab. Put your full block. Let's just do that on all the sides right now, right in the middle. Okay, take your bamboo stairs, place it facing you with your slab right next to the bamboo stairs. Stairs on either side of the plank, slabs on the side of both stairs. Okay, let's come around and do the last side. Stair, stair, slab, slab. Okay, so now when you're inside the Tiki Hut, you've now created an arch on the inside. Back to the front of the build. We're going to start on the left side. We're now going to grab the bamboo mosaic plank, so the full block of the bamboo mosaic. And in this inner corner, on all the sides again, take your bamboo mosaic block here and here. Then take your mosaic slab, place it against the top half of the mosaic block. So it'll look like this from the inside, and it will look like this from the outside. So those are the mosaic ones we just placed. But it's a little bit easier to place it from the inside. Or if you're in survival, you could just place it like this. Okay, we're going to keep using the mosaic slabs and full bricks, but you also want to grab your bamboo trapdoor. So bamboo trapdoor, if you can see that one that we have sticking out right here, will go right on top. Place another mosaic slab on top of that one. Take your full block of mosaic and place it on the side, and we're going to place 3 of those with your mosaic slab on top of this slab. So it'll look like this now. Okay, let's move around to the side. So trapdoor on this middle one, go over, place a mosaic slab there, 3 behind, and a mosaic slab. Trapdoor, slab, 3 blocks of mosaic with a slab right next to it. Last side, trapdoor, mosaic, full mosaic, mosaic slab. We're going to switch back to the regular bamboo slabs. Now we're inside of the Tiki Hut against the full block of mosaic that we just placed down. We're going to place 5 regular slabs, and we're going to do that on all sides. So start with placing it against the mosaic planks first, and then do the sides. So now when you pull up, you'll have this corner open right here, and we're just going to fill it in with a slab. So you can place a temporary one on top of this mosaic one, and then go in, and then remove that temporary one. So it fills in that corner. We'll do it again over here. Place a temporary one here. Go in to cover that open space. Okay, last side. On top of this mosaic full block that we have right here, the one that's right behind the trapdoor, we want to place a slab of mosaic. Let's do that on all sides. So it's right in the middle. Oops, there we go. Then grab the regular bamboo stairs. And we're going to leave this space right behind the half slab open just for now. But on the sides, put stairs facing out of your building, just like this. And then take a regular slab and do a top slab like that. So it closes it off. Okay, and we'll do that on the other 3 sides. So stairs on either side, slab in the middle. Behind each stair in the middle of the Tiki Hut, we're going to put a slab, a regular bamboo slab, behind each stair, and that leaves a corner open again. Take a bamboo mosaic full block and place it against those slabs so that open space is now closed. Now we're going to grab a dark oak stair and come down in here, right up against this middle block. Do an upside down stair so it closes off this hole. So from above it'll look like this, just 4 stairs. On top of the mosaic full block, on each one, put a bamboo trapdoor. Take your bamboo stairs. On either side of this upside down dark oak stair, place a bamboo stair. We're going to do that on each side. In the corner of the back of the stairs, place a regular bamboo slab. Grab your dark oak stripped log. Place one in the middle so your dark oak logs all will face the correct direction, but this middle one will be removed. But we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to end this overhang right above this bamboo trapdoor. Okay, do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It ends right over this bamboo trapdoor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And last side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, remove this middle one. So now you have an empty hole going down into your tiki hut. Take your mosaic full block bamboo and place it in the corners right above the stairs. Take your trapdoors, and we're going to do this from stand right in here in the middle. If you want to put a temporary block here if you're in survival. And we're going to put trapdoors like this, and then you're going to open them so they're going to be flush with the blocks. Next, grab a lighting source. You could use frog lights, you can use lanterns, you can use a torch, whatever you'd like to use. I am going to use a yellow frog light. So lay one of the trapdoors down so you can put the frog light against it. Put your trapdoor back up. So the frog light's going to be on the same layer as the mosaic full blocks. On top of the frog light, put a bamboo mosaic full block. Get your bamboo stairs, and we're going to go all the way around with upside down stairs. So it'll look like this. Now to cover this edge where we can kind of see a little gap into the frog light with the trapdoors, we're going to take campfires and we're going to place 3 on each side. Okay, last side. We're going to take our mosaic slab, put one right in the middle on top of our mosaic full block. Take campfires again and place it on each side of the mosaic slab. And that is your tiki hut. Now there's a few other things you can do to the outside. So we can add a lantern on either side here. That way no mobs spawn on top of your building anywhere. So that is the actual tiki hut build. If you'd like to watch the interior being built, just stick around for this video. I'll do that next. But if not, if you just came out here for the exterior, this is it. Thank you so much for following it along. I hope it was easy to follow along with. And I hope you enjoy it in your world. If you want to send me pictures of it in your world or anything that you've changed or made it your own, you can go ahead and send me pictures in TikTok comments. It's SuperstarCraft YT. You can go ahead and find me there. Okay, now that this is finished, we can move on to decorating the interior as well as a little bit on the platform. So let's start with the platform. There's a little bit less things on it than there are inside. So this was made for a potion brewing tiki hut. So their import was netherwort. So that's what I decorated the outside with. And then the palm trees. So I'm not going to do a tutorial on the palm trees today because I do think it's going to take a little bit longer to explain and go into detail. It will be in a separate video, but I will place them on the tiki hut platform so you could see how it fills the area out. So let's start on this side with the dock. Okay, so let's start with some barrels. Very simple barrels. We're going to start on the side with the dock. And we're going to start here where these 2 fences are placed, and I'm just gonna make a barrel out of trapdoors. I'm going to put nether wart block in one and soul sand in the other. That way I could actually grow some nether wart. And for a little bit more decoration, add an item frame with some nether wart. If you have cheats turned on, you can make the item frame invisible. If not, just leave it. It's fine. It works. Okay, and then I'm going to make a single barrel right here with more soul sand and nether wart growing. And when it grows to its full size, it'll look good. I've also just spammed some mushrooms around wherever I can with a couple dead bushes randomly around. Let's do a few more over here. So just a few bushes. So wherever you could place mushrooms. Sometimes you can't place them, sometimes you can. Place a few in the bar area, more dead bushes. Also for a little bit of floor decoration, you can add some redstone dust and double click it so it becomes like a circle. So it just kind of looks like a little bit of wine spilled on the floor and stained it. So you could add that. I added it over here and then I have a bit over here as well. So I'll just put it here randomly. So just little stains from the wine. Okay, so that's it for this side. Over here, it's very minimal. We are going to have a boat right at the dock as well, so that kind of gives this side a little bit more decoration. There's nothing in this back. This could be a free space. You can add many other things you'd like, but for me, I didn't add anything in my world. When I built this, I was still deciding whether I was going to put a building out here, so I left this side plain. I didn't add anything to it. But let's do this side. So we're going to do another barrel right here. More crimson wart with soul sand. Right above here, we're going to put a little shelf with some pots. One will hold a mushroom and one will hold some crimson roots. Let's get a lantern. Oh, we can't place a lantern there. We'll place it here. Let's start on our big barrel. So we're going to go one over from this. And we're going to do some upside down stairs. And this is a design that I've seen everywhere, so I have no idea where to credit this barrel to. So if you know, let me know. You can put it in the comments. But it's just a round barrel. And then we'll put a lever pointing down and then put that trapdoor back down. Let's get a red stained glass pane and a large pot. Put the pot down. So now it kind of looks like some grog or wine is going into the pot. Let's make a couple more barrels over here. Let's put one right here with some more soul soil. And I need nether wart again. And let's put another one right here. Okay, that is this side. So the only thing left that I would put on the outside of here are the palm trees. And one is going to go right here. And the other is right back here on this side. It'll go right there. So if you'd like to build your own palm trees, that's where I placed them on this build. If you'd like to wait till the tutorial comes out, you could do that as well. But I'm going to place them in right now off camera. All right, there's one palm tree. Okay, that's what it will look like with two palm trees on the platform. So now we have the platform completely finished. We can work on the interior now, and we're going to start with the first floor. So let's get some barrels. We want to put barrels all under the stairs. So we have a little storage under the stairs. And this is where you can keep all of your potions. We want to have some extra storage right here. So you're going to have a 3-block gap in between the stairs and where the next line of barrels will lay. This is going to be the top of the bar here. So we're going to make some columns right here. That. We're going to close off the bar so no one can come back in here unless you're working the bar, with another pillar right there diagonal to the first stair that we have to go upstairs. Got to get a crafting table in here. And then of course you have the typical bar door. You could see up here we do have some space, a half slab. So we're just going to grab the oak slabs and just go all along the edge. Like that. So it's a little indent. Okay, we want some trapdoors. We're going to put some shelves up here and we're going to go just all the way across. And now you could put like little trinkets up here. You're going to put 4 brewing stands on top of the barrels, and these will be acting as our taps. Going to grab 2 tripwire hooks, and those will look like little spouts where our wine and grog will come out of. Ender chest will go here. This will be your little cash register till area. And if you need to cook anything for the potions, put a furnace right here. Now bars usually have a lot of paintings, so we're gonna get some paintings up on this wall just to fill it in more. And pick your favorite one. So we just kind of want it like collage-like. Okay, perfect. So now we have a collage wall of paintings. That's the inside. Let's decorate the shelf. Let's get a pot. I want the blue. Yes, the blue mushroom. We'll grab some pickles. And because this was a pirate area and a tiki hut for my pirate area, let's do a little amethyst. So it's like some treasure. Let's go here. Pickles I always like to do in 3s. And some treasure. There. Shelving done. I did forget. Let's put a lantern right here. Get some light. And let's do another one here. Okay, let's do a little keg stand. Oh no, that broke that. Let's actually bring this one up one. Let's add another lantern up here. And we'll do a hanging sign right up here. So that way they know that the lounge is upstairs. Okay, this is the bottom floor. Pretty simple design, small little bar. Let's start with upstairs now. So up here, I'm just gonna make a little casual lounge. Let's clear our inventory first. And we wanna put a banister in front of the stairs. Safety, you know, let's get a little safety going. We'll go all around and we'll stop there. That way it doesn't feel so tight when you're walking up. You could walk out. Let's do a carpet. I want to do moss, and the green carpet would look pretty. So let's start right where this banister is. We'll go 1, and we're just going to do a checkerboard pattern. I put this too far out. Let's just do right in the middle of the floor like that. I think I'm going to continue with the acacia wood. So we're going to use stairs as our chairs. And we're going to go right on top of the mushrooms there. So there's a little space here. And I think I'd like to put some seating by the windows. Let's do it on this side too. And again, here and there. And I don't think I'm going to put any here. I'll leave this open to the front so it's a nice way out. You're not running into anything when you come in. I think for the sides of the chairs, I'd like to do item frames. It has a little bit orange brown in the middle, so it kind of goes with the acacia wood. Let's do that. On these chairs, not sure if I want to do those or not. No, I think we'll leave those off. Okay, and then we need some little tables. Do it there as well. And we'll grab fences here so we can have that as a table. Why do I keep reloading my shaders? Okay, well, let's do mangrove. The top of these tables. Cute. Let's give these guys another table. And let's put one behind there. And let's put one here. So that is the furniture. Now we could start decorating a little bit more. Let's get some more brewing stands so these people have their own little refill stations where they can get their drinks. Let's get some pickles as cups and a pot. No, I wanted that one. Okay, we'll give this guy a little cup over here. Let's do a pickle. These guys both have cups. Let's give this guy a cup and we'll put a pot down here on the floor. Actually, you know what? Instead of a trapdoor there, let's do a cake. They're celebrating. They're having a cake. They had a good voyage. And they're celebrating with a cake. Okay, now let's put a pot. Let's go on both these sides in the same spot. And dead bush always looks so good as a stem. And we'll go azalea leaves on top. Oh, right. Oh, and my favorite, what are they called? Spore blossoms to cover this light up here and give a little bit of, yes, look how cute the particles are. That's so pretty. And the last thing to give it a little bit more ambience, we're gonna do some glow berries and we'll get some bone meal so we can actually put some berries on there. We'll start on this side. Two, shear. Let's go to here. And let's go to here. Okay, let's put some glow berries in them. Let's put a couple here. Okay, I'm thinking as I look up on this roof, I kind of want the brown to come out just a little bit more. So I want to put a trapdoor up here. So I'm going to come up here to where the upside down stair is. And I'm going to break the slabs like this, and it doesn't ruin the roof at all. I want a dark oak like that. So I'm going to do that on all sides. Yeah, I like that better. It looks a little bit fuller. That's nice. Does that mean I can put glow berries anywhere here? Yeah. Now let's see. Yeah, that is plenty of light in here. It might be even a little too much. I might want to remove some. Okay, I think I am happy with this. I think this is perfect. Just a very easy, casual lounge. Okay, let's go downstairs. I think maybe I do want a painting here and over there. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. And okay, I kind of like the double painting. Let's get a lantern back. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, we are done. That's the whole thing, besides the boat that will go here, but if you feel like making your own boat. So that is the Tiki Hut inside and out. The tutorials for the palm trees will come next, as well as a tutorial where I have 3 different small boats. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was an easy tutorial to follow. If you use this in your world, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you used it for. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like, a comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye!